Hi everybody, this is Lynn from Creative Concept Crafts with the second video in the Dress to Impress collection, and this is the beautiful little dress. There's quite a number of ways to make this up. There's our beautiful box with the leftover pieces from the hat and the dress decorating the top of the box, and this is the adorable dress which we're going to be making in this video. There's the hat that we completed previously, and there'll also be a video for the card, the easel card, attaching both the hat and the dress. So what do we need to create the dress? All these pieces are all contained on a single mat. So if you're wanting to split it up into more than one colour, then you'll need to find out which pieces are which. And I think you can see from this the different sizes of the circles. We've got the tiniest ones are the deep yellow. The second size are for the sleeves. The third size is the second tier, and then the large one at the bottom, which is the one that we're going to show you how to create the pieces for the skirt. So from the right side, fold back the first two outer score lines. Okay, so they're just folded back and burnished well down. I'm just going to pop the light on. I'm not sure whether you can see the other score line. I think it's a little bit too difficult to make out because of the colour of the card, but those lines fold back, and then the opposite way fold the next score line into the centre. So just make sure you've got the whole line and then burnish well down. And the same on the other side. I'm using a 220 gram cardstock here. I have to say it's not the easiest for folding the origami shape. On the blue and pink one that you saw, or you will see on the pictures, that was done in 100 gram paper. And that was by far easier to fold and construct than the 220. You can also use anything between. So all I've done there is gone round the edges with a little bit of glitter, which I'm now going to do on here. So going round the outside edge, I did actually forget to glitter the base, but it has been done. I should have done the very bottom of the piece, and I didn't do, so that also has been done on the pictures at the end. So that's now ready for construction. The only other piece that needs folding is the little frill for down the centre of the card, and again the outer two lines fold back, so they're going from the right side to the wrong side on both sides. Again, burnish well down, and then the other score line comes forward. So we're creating like a central pleat with this. I'll be lifting it up to the camera so that you can see exactly what's happening there in a second. So just getting the lines together in the centre. And when we open it up, can you see we've got a mountain fold and a valley fold, and then a valley and a mountain from one side to the other. And again, I'm just going to glitter just the centre scallop. This has actually been inspired by something that I saw on Pinterest, some origami fold. And I just thought it was so cute, and I've just put my own spin on it. So we're ready to start gluing all the pieces together now. There's so many different ways that you can construct this dress as well. Now I'm using glue here, wet glue. It goes on about 1/3 of the scallop, the top of the scallop, and then the scallops are joined together. So it's like the underside of one and the upper side of the other, just lining up the tip and down to the bottom, keeping everything flat. Okay, so that's level at the bottom, level at the top. I have to say, with the thicker cardstock, I would have been better using the hot glue. It kept springing apart. It did eventually hold, but I think it would have been a lot better for the card using hot glue for this part of the construction. With the paper, it was no problem at all, but I just found that the card was a little bit springy with what I was trying to do. But there, I think you can see the pieces going together. Now, that's the bodice of the dress, and we're ready to attach. Now, like I said, there's several different versions. You could add a 4th one, in which case you're going to get a skirt a little bit like a tutu. So for any ballerinas around, there's a slight alteration. There's 4 pieces of that card, so it's there ready for you to construct. I'm now going to add the 2 larger pieces together. And again, there's an option to doing this, which I'll show you in a minute. So again, lining up the tip and edge to edge along the bottom edge, along the widest edge as well. Okay, can you see that? Just getting rid of the excess, a little bit of glitter coming off without only just having been done. So that layer goes there. And we need to construct the little pieces as well. So all these are all put together in exactly the same way. The underside of part of one of the scallops to the overside of the other one. Lining up at the top tip and along the bottom. So that's the skirt pieces constructed. Now you could add the smaller skirt piece inside like that to give you another look. So if you did one in each of the 3, you've got another different look to the one I'm doing. You can just use what I've done. I'm going to add hot glue now to the waistline of the top and add the first layer. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do with this one, because there's so many alternatives. I can see this for a bride as well, I have to be honest. I'm now going to add the shoulder, the sleeve panels across the shoulder. So I'm just gluing the edge of the shoulder of the bodice and just line up the edge of that scallop, and I'm going to repeat the same thing at the other side. You'll see this, I'll hold it up to the camera in just a second and then you can see where everything fits. But it's just across the edge, matching up along the edge of the piece to the shoulder. And then we're going to put the little frill in the centre. Now this is version 1 of the dress. Like I said, if you added that 4th tier at the bottom, you have a little tutu. Or at this with the 3, you have a short dress. Can you see? Isn't that adorable? If you add the fourth one, it would be up to about a 180 degree of skirt. Now I'm going to add this to the back. Like I said, you could add the same piece that I'm doing now individually. I could have cut 3 and put them inside. This particular one, I've just got the 2, and I'm just adding glue to the centre, and I'm going to add it to the back of the dress. So just tucking it onto the bodice and in the centre and centering on the skirt that's below. So I think you can see this building. It could be a Disney princess dress as well. And this is the little tiny frill at the top. You could just add the tiny frill with the light colour as well. And in fact, with the light frill, with the small frill and the light frill, that's like Irish dancing costume a little bit. So there's our dress completed. That was the 2 double-sided paper that I printed myself. So that's 100 gram. I hope you like it. Until the next time, bye for now.